Okay, you're going to want to open up Inkscape. I've got a new document in front of me. Just go up to File and Import, and you're going to locate the image you want to work on. I recently downloaded a file for someone. It was a butterfly, so just go ahead and find a butterfly JPEG and click Open. It imports it in. Before we start, you'll notice that this particular JPEG has a black line already going around it. We'll delete that after we make the trace image. So select the image, you get a dotted line going around it and 8 arrows, and then you're going to go up. We need to create paths. We're going to go up to Path, Trace Bitmap, and you shouldn't have seen that, but I've traced it recently. So go up to brightness cutoff and make sure it's selected, and keep the threshold. By default it's at 0.450. Bump it up to about 0.60. Hit update, it'll show you on the screen, and then after you know that it's on the screen, go ahead and hit OK. You may have to play with the threshold if the image is a real light gray drawing, or if it's really heavy and black, you might have to go up or down. Just play around with that and hit the update button, and it'll show you what it looks like before you actually do the trace bitmap. So once I have it, go ahead and hit OK, and it puts it on the screen, puts it right over top of the other one. So you want to select it and move your vectors or paths to one side, and when you click on it, you'll know you have the paths. If you look down right about here, it tells you that it's a path. It's got 670 nodes, and if you click on the other one, it tells you that it's an image. We want to go ahead and delete the original image. No longer need it, and we don't need the trace bitmap window, so we'll close that as well. Just going to reposition my original, or the vector, on the screen, and make it a little bit bigger so it's easier to get into all the little nooks and crannies of this butterfly. So with my shift key down, the control key down, I click on one of the outside arrows and I drag outward to enlarge it proportionately from the center. Once I get it to the size I like, I go ahead and let everything go. And then, making sure everything is still selected, I go over to the eraser tool, click on the eraser if you have the updated version of Inkscape, and set your width to about 3 or 4. 4 is good, and make sure that that icon right there is selected. Cut objects, cut out from objects. And once again, I got ahead of myself, one step backwards. Select everything. We have to break it apart to get rid of the box that's on the outside. And to break it apart, hold down the shift key, control key, and the letter K. And now you see all these little dotted boxes that make up the butterfly image, along with 2 dotted boxes that make up the outline that was there originally that I pointed out. So go ahead and deselect everything, click anywhere on the computer screen so that nothing's selected, then move back over top and click on the black box, highlighting it, and on the keyboard hit the delete. And there's still one more part of the box. Shift click it, not shift click it, just regular click it, highlight it, and then delete it. Then you're left with the silhouette of the butterfly again. Click your mouse, hold down, come across the whole butterfly, selecting everything, and you'll see all the little boxes that make it up are selected. And now that we've already broken it apart, we want to go back and combine it. So go back up to Path and hit Combine, and it should give you back your original butterfly. Now we can go to the eraser tool and start breaking the image apart just by erasing. You want to click on a white part of the image where you need to make a bridge. Erase going across. You want to erase, go from white across black into white again. And for every space that there's a circle inside of a circle, a square inside of a circle, we need to make a bridge. If not, all these little spots will remain, and you'll just have large portions of wing instead of separate portions of wing. So we've got one bridge. We'll make another one here. We'll make, well, this one here already exists. There's a bridge between here and here. Don't have to break there. Once again, click the eraser on the white spot, drag across the black spot, and let go. And then click and drag, make that one a little bit bigger, click and drag. Make a couple on the outside so that it doesn't flap up when you wrap it around somebody's arm. And we need to make a bridge into this, so I'll go from right about there, we'll come across. And everything that you see that's black on the screen right now is going to be where you're actually going to be spraying the makeup, or the paint, or ink, or whatever you want to call it that you're using. We need to get a bridge from here to here, or from here to here. So we'll go ahead and go right inside here, make a couple eraser marks. Same thing inside of here, we need a bridge there. Actually, you know what, we'll erase all of this black. Artistic license. We'll erase that. And all the little bits and pieces, we can come back and delete them later. Right now, we just want to worry about making the bridges. Excuse me. Once again, we have a big open white spot that's trapped by black lines. There's no white going outside anywhere. So we're going to go ahead and let's see. We'll make a bridge going from this side over to here, and then we'll open it up over here. We'll put one there, and maybe one down here as well. Now that opens from the outside. Oh, not completely yet. This is still part of the wing. Where to put it, where to put it. We'll put two. We'll open it up around his head, around the butterfly's thorax, head, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been in school. And we'll open it up on the upper part of the wing as well. You don't want to go too much longer than that when you're making a bridge. If not, it flaps up when you once again try to wrap around somebody's arm. So now we're over here. We need to put a bridge so that this white spot touches and we are able to flow from inside to outside. So we'll make another bridge there and put one in here, and that opens this up, that flows there. So we'll go down here, and to test everything, to make sure I'm actually making bridges, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to break the image apart right now. And in doing so, you want to get in the habit of learning the keyboard shortcuts. That way you can see on the screen exactly what's happening. So I'm going to hold down the Shift key, hold the Control key, and hit the letter K. And now you'll see you have half a butterfly that is a stencil and half of it's a silhouette. So this tells me that I'm on the way to making the butterfly stencil. As you can see right in here, these little boxes represent pieces that I need to make bridges to. Same thing over here, there's little boxes, and then down here. So I'll go ahead and combine everything back together, hold down the Control key and the letter K, and it gives me my outline again, and I need to focus on where those spots were. So I'll make a bridge right in here. And there is no right or wrong spot to make a bridge as long as you open it up and it still keeps the image that you're looking for. If you make too many or too little, too many of course takes away from the design elements that make up the shapes that you're trying to work with, or too many and you lose the concept of the image you're working with. So I know that one needed to be opened up. We'll open it up right there, and then come back down here. Maybe I should put one to the outside, allowing space to come from the outside to the inside. Come over to the body. I'll make one right here. Excuse me. open this up. And that opens that. Put one right back here. Just erase that. Now I've got white going from the outside, inside, inside, inside here, inside here, inside there. Okay, now I've got to get back to here. We'll put one. Click on the white spot. Erase that. Erase that. Put one on the tip. Now what I would do is, instead of trying to get these little spots to show up, because once you shrink the tattoo down, or the stencil down to fit on a person, these would get lost anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and erase them right now. And any stray parts that remain, I'll go ahead and delete later. So I'm just going to click the eraser and just go over top of the black, erasing as much as I can. There we go, right there. And now I'll go back to worrying about bridges. So I've got outside up here, got an outside there. We'll put another outside one right there. Flows from, nope. Put one right in here. Go there. Alright, so once again I've got flowing white from inside. Goes in there, goes in there. White space goes in here and here. Double check, just hold Shift Control K. And now I've got what looks to be like a butterfly. Well, almost anyway. So go ahead and combine everything back together and focus on the spots that are completely black, which was down in here. I'll put one, and there is no flow from anywhere inside here, so I'll put one up here. Okay. Then white flows from here into here, back into here, and I need one over here. You need a continuation of white all the way through the stencil in order for it to work properly. If not, you're going to have a big old mess. It's just going to be a big blob.